Well, good morning, St. Andrews. We're looking at various words from the Bible today, and the big word I'd like to present to you today, if you're willing to go a little deep, is the word forgive. The Lord's Prayer here says that our God forgives us and expects, even requires, that we forgive those around us. There's two problems with that, of course. The first problem is we don't really know what forgiveness is. Most of the time we think forgiveness is simply sloughing something off, saying it's no big deal. That's not forgiveness, that's neglect, or that's simply recognizing it's not that large an issue. Arch Hart, famous writer and theologian, says that forgiveness is surrendering the right to hurt back. It's the readiness to let go hurtful thoughts and feelings. So forgiveness is, and these may be surprising, number one, a decision. It's not a feeling. I know some people say, I don't feel like forgiving that person yet. I haven't gotten myself to that point. It's a decision to say, first and foremost, I will forgive that person. It's important to recognize your feelings. But feelings of forgiveness may come later. What God wants is our readiness, first and foremost. Secondly, forgiveness is costly. It's not just sloughing something off. If it is surrendering the right to hurt someone back, then something has been done to hurt me or you. And therefore, it's difficult. It's significant. That's why C.S. Lewis says, everyone says forgiveness is a lovely idea until they have something to forgive. It's not simple, is it? There's a few things we think forgiveness is that it's not. We think it's forgetting, but that's not the case. If I could forgive and forget, then I really wouldn't need to forgive. It's the memory of what was done to me, along with the actual act of hurting me. That's what I need to forgive. And so if I could forgive and forget, I wouldn't need to forgive. And so what you need to know is that a healed memory is not a deleted memory. We think forgiveness is condoning or excusing something. Well, forgive them, but it was important. Of course it was important. That's why it needs forgiveness, not just setting aside and moving on. Other people think it's a sign of weakness. It's not. Forgiveness is not a sign of weakness. It's the cost of freedom. Because you see, forgiveness is a boulder of debt that I could hold over someone, but if I do two things to myself. First of all, I ignore the mountain of debt that God has forgiven me. And secondly, I end up being crushed under that same boulder. I said there were two issues that we need to deal with, two problems that we had with real forgiveness. And the first is knowing what it means. You know what the second is? The second is actually doing it. So my question is simply this: who in your life today do you need to forgive? If you can do that, if you can make that decision to forgive that other person, it'll be a better day. And so God bless you, and may He give you strength. I'll see you soon.